The grandad came to our home and they began to eat his tea. The bathroom went heard in a sound of the beep light went in, and heard the toot. I must shall scream the sound, granted grandma. They had to eat peaches and cream and drink more tea. I must shall scream too, said the grandad. First, the crab, then, the van, then, the tar, then, the boots and some tea time that sound of bathrooms. The man came to the back garden and shouted started. Please, will you stop that freaking horn? The grandad got up his seat. He had left his cup of tea, his peaches and cream, and he went out to meet the man. As the grandad went outside, he saw his father, Sam, at the back of the gate. Oh no! Not again! He groaned. The sound went beep from the bathroom. It won't stop. There's no way I can make it stop, said grandad. This Tuesday, you've been a bad day, grandad. Wednesday might be better. If we can stop that sound, said Sam. Will you look please, said grandad. Yes, I will look at your bathroom, said Sam. Now get out of the way. The beeping sound went the light, as Sam got into the bathroom. As the grandad stood up waited at the back of the gate, Simon came along. What's up your own bathroom, said Simon. Because of the bathroom won't stop lighting, said the grandad. I was hoping about the odd man that, since they can mend it. No luck, said Sam. He slides out of the bathroom. Let me do a droop, said Simon. He went upstairs immediate and get into grandad's bathroom. It must be joking, said Sam. He will not do a poop into the grandad's toilet. Simon had his butt sits inside the toilet and was hoping to slide the rest himself. His back gave a thump and his stomach gave a crack. The light stopped, shouted grandad. The light now stopped, but I can't do a poo, said Simon. You must be joking, groaned Sam. The bathroom sound had stopped, but Simon was stuck his poopy on inside the butt. He began to do a poo and it got stuck. A nurse came at the gate and starts to talk with grandad. I'm glad that the sound at your bathroom has stopped. The sound at your bathroom has stopped, because the diet boy with a big poopy inside and it was stuck, said Sam. Simon was much too tired to do, said the nurse, and he went along the road to the church. Simon was his head getting red. He looked, as he was going to burst. Come on, will ya? He said. Come on grandad, said Sam. You'll go to your bathroom, and I'll open, and shake him from the back, and gauge his stomach. Will make it hurt? Asked the grandad. I hope not, said the Simon, as the grandad began to twist and make hard his stomach. Sam gave Simon a bang and started to shake. But it didn't work. Diet boy has got stuck. This is awful, said Simon. His butt his hand cracked back of the toilet and his pockets of tissues fell. Grandad saw the tissues and the diet boy won't do a poo in the toilet. It began to crawl to collect the tissues from the room. Stop that grandad, shouted Sam. Get out of the room and get the doctor. He gave Simon a big bang and grandad gave a roll. There was an awful cracking sound and Simon fell over. He rolled across the bathroom wall. Grandad jumped away from the bathroom and then he saw Simon is painful. It was still with Simon, but some was in the bathroom. Grandad called the policeman and the Simon can't do a poo in the toilet, because it was stuck back into his butt, but he didn't want it to call the doctor. The grandad and Sam embarrasses. The policeman walked up to the grandad's house and across the bathroom with a light. What have you been up to? He asked. Simon stood to the policeman at the bathroom and gave a sigh. Simon was spoken up last. It was to his stuck and turned softly. Can you help me? He said. Have you done poopy in the bathroom with a blast too? Asked the policeman and gave Simon's stomach and squeezes in, but rather still was hard and couldn't make it quick pooping. The rest of the diet boy lives and touches off with his hands. You better do pooping fast. Make it hard, he said, and understood back to let past. Not so fast. His mother Sue came to the Grandad's bathroom with a pile of tablets in her hands. As the policeman, Grandad, Grandma and Sue crawled out about his problem with Simon in the toilet, trying to pick up toilet papers. "It will need all finally," said Sue. Simon was tried to do a poo. It had dropped in, but a poopy didn't reach severely beat one of them. Simon felt better. "I'm not pleased with myself," he said. "I think I'm getting better with diet." The others looked up. Grandma gave a cry. "Oh, Simon. What are we do?" "Your poopy wasn't stuck it right," she said, Simon pooping out from the toilet and splashed. "You must stop pooping toilets and make try to swim." Sue was looking at it, wet toilet papers, and tried not to be angry. "I'm going off home," she said, and went flying out of the house. "Why did she go off like that?" asked the policeman, and gave Simon look shocked. Sue ran outside from the Grandad's house and Simon ran out. She stood up in front of Simon. "Come on, pick another tissue papers with magic oil, and let's get home." "None of them tissues are found," groaned Simon. "One of them must," said Sue. Simon didn't know what to do. He selected hard and take his tablets. "Stop," shouted Sue. But it was too late. All other one of those tablets fell on the ground in front of the policeman. "Now look what you've done. You dropped 10 pieces of tablets," shouted Sue. "How awful," groaned Simon. "Simon, you monkey. You don't ever what you dropped Sue's helpful tablets," said Grandad, as he came outside from the house with the dark and stood in front of him. "This was been a black day, for you, and me," he said. "Come on love, let's pick up another tablets and see what you harm has been done." "It must be going on, right Sue," said Simon, and began to sew outside from the gate. He gave some tablets a tug, as so not to show. When he was out from the gate and standing in the road, he turned around, and said, "I'll be back tomorrow Grandad. I'll mend that chair, so don't throw away." "It didn't fly off like Grandma does," said the policeman. "No, he's always rather slow," said Grandad. The policeman began to follow Sue and Simon across the path back to Grandad's house. Simon felt something. He bent down and picked up a tablet for Simon's poopy. He got out of the gate and Simon felt something again. He bent his knees and picked up another tablet. He went back to Grandad's house. "Hands up Grandad," he called. "I'll throw those tablets to you. You can give some tablets to Simon tomorrow morning." Next morning, Sue gave Grandad some tablets for Simon. He gave one tablet and gave him some water to drink. They had only Simon to stop being done a soft poopy and make turn hard magically. Simon felt better. And Sue felt better too. Sue pretends Simon that the poopy wasn't still softly and could tell him not to do it the Grandad's bathroom. The Grandad finally got home and they began to make his breakfast. They also have sausages and eggs and make tea to drink. Grandma didn't know about Simon in the bathroom instead. Grandad pretends Grandma that the poopy makes clear but Grandma could tell him, because but he was too tired and lying. So Grandma gave him a slap through our little hands. Grandad felt breakfast on plates.